Let's talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. We gon' talk about it. This is extra strip talk. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. This is extra strip talk. We gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is extra strip talk. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. We gon' talk about it. This is extra strip talk. We gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Tori on the beat. Tori on the beat.
I don't do nothing else, I run that bag up. Hold on. Okay. If I don't do nothing else, I run that bag up. Okay. From the ground, a young nigga went got his cash up. Don't approach me, niggas know I keep that Mac tucked. No facade, you don't know me, won't try to act. That's why I don't fuck with these niggas. I got me a bitch that I trust, I don't fuck with you bitches. Just know that it's up with them niggas. Was thinking it's love, but it really wasn't love with them niggas. Young nigga came to the light. It's like all of my niggas ain't wanna see change. Ain't expect them niggas to see the vision I saw, understand the decisions I made. They gon' book me, they know that I pop shit. Jump on stage and you know we gon' rock shit. I'ma do my little dance and then go get the bag. I don't got no time for no hot bitch. I don't even get time to these bitches. I be with my bitch and she still say I'm toxic. She try to get mad, then I make her laugh. You know how we be on some hot shit. Man, reach in my bag and grab me a wood. I go get the bag, you know that we good. We in our bag, you say as we should. Fuck on this money, it make me feel good. But I'm in a different lane. Man, these niggas do different, they minute made. When you do something different, some niggas hate. They gon' fall to the ground when you elevate. Hold on. If I don't do nothing else, I run that bag up. From the ground, and your nigga went got his cash up. Don't approach me, niggas know I keep that Mac tucked. No facade, you don't know me, won't try to act. That's why I don't fuck with these niggas. I got me a bitch that I trust, I don't fuck with you bitches. Just know that it's up with them niggas. Was thinking it's love, but it really wasn't love with them niggas. Young nigga came to the light. It's like all of my niggas ain't wanna see change. Ain't expect them niggas to see the vision I saw, understand the decisions I made.
Okay. Yo, it's your boy Booski the General.
And you got Moeezy the gutter comedian.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Extra Strength Talk Podcast. Today we got a special guest in the building. You know what I'm saying? On this podcast right here, we don't do the introduction. We let them introduce themselves.
I go by the name of GRQ Dax.
GRQ Dax. What's the GRQ stand for, man?
GRQ stand for Get Rich Quick.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
okay.
what's up.
Simple. Okay. Never knew that.
That's what's up.
It's actually a double entendre. It got two meanings. It's like get rich quick, like the money way, but it's also like rich mentally.
Mentally,
Any type of money.
Okay, now that make a lot of sense. I like that.
That's tight.
That's
I like
hard.
that.
That's hard.
cold.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah. So was that the song we just came into? Is that something new you working on right now?
Actually, yeah, it's gonna be on my next tape.
Okay. What's the name of your next tape?
I don't have a name for it yet.
No?
I'm about to drop a tape though. It's called In My Element.
Oh, okay.
In
In my
your
element.
element.
Okay. That's dope. Okay. So yeah, man. You know, I've been knowing you a long time. You know what I'm saying? Since a little child, pretty much. Real good, cool friends with my son. So, you know, I know y'all was all together one time. Y'all was calling yourself the Monk Boys.
Yeah.
What's up with the Monk Boys?
Nothing much really. They still do their thing actually. Bro be making music, you know what I'm saying? They still do their thing. I don't really know too far as, you know what I'm saying, who else be pushing it, but I mean, I know bro still do this thing for the most part. He held up on his end.
Okay. So what inspired you? What inspired you to do different songs or whatever? Your thought process? How did you go along? How did you do that?
My emotions. Like based off how I don't be knowing. When I go to the studio nowadays, I don't be knowing what I'm about to make.
Wow.
But I base it off how I'm feeling. Like all that day, anything I done went through that day, you know what I'm saying, how I'm feeling. It might be a good day, it might be a bad day, it might be a sad day, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You just go off the feeling.
Yeah.
Or whatever you feeling that day.
It's organic. It's more organic.
Okay, and that's gonna keep the music authentic too. You know what I'm saying? So if it's coming straight from your heart or whatever mood you in that day, and you make the music, that's what make good music, man.
But you know, that's where the best music come from. I mean, you like you said, you don't have a thought process. And then a lot of time I know when you go in there, the beat or the music give you a different type of vibe or feeling. And that's what kind of give you, you know what I'm saying, something to go off of. Is that how you do yours also?
Yeah. Also the beat choice. Like if I hear a beat and I'm feeling a different type of way than what the beat is, you know what I'm saying, given to me, then it might be a long time before I find a beat for me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So
Okay.
sometimes I might have to book an extra hour just to find what beat I'm gonna use. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
So you just ain't going in there just jumping on anything.
Anything though, I gotta feel that vibe.
Yeah.
And I'ma know.
Yeah.
And see, that come with experience also. You know what I'm saying? Some people just be happy to go in the studio just to record something. You still have a lot of artists out there just want to hear themselves. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that let you know how your growth is. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I've been trying to do different stuff too. Like I hate sounding the same. So like I try to stand out, but I don't try. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
do.
Right.
I be myself at the same time, but I stand out by doing something different.
Something different.
Yep.
Something you don't normally do. Yeah. You jump outside the box a little bit.
Yeah, like something they wouldn't expect from me.
What?
Okay. So how long you been doing it? How long? So how many years you got invested?
Man, I've been doing this.
I
Since
know it's a lot, man.
I've been really taking rap shit like serious since I was probably like 14, 15 years old.
Wow.
What's up, man?
Like I didn't always, you know what I'm saying, have the formula, and I don't have it all now. I'm still figuring it out, but it's a journey. You know,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, don't nothing come overnight.
Oh, no.
Don't nothing come overnight. Nothing.
This is time and effort you gotta really put in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, it's rare for artist to come out and just blow overnight. It happens now.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm saying?
definitely
But like a lot of artists that's in the game, you know, they've been at it for 10 plus.
Yeah.
And then they finally get that break. You know
Yep,
what I mean?
that breakthrough.
And that's why when their music come out, it's seasoned because they had so much experience. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you spoke on that, because some artists, they just make music like I don't know, they just feel like they gotta have what's in now. Like they gotta do
Right.
what's in now.
Yeah.
When I say I stand out, I try to make like, my brother tell me make timeless music all
For
the
sure.
time.
And that's what we preach all the time, timeless music.
Because when this style go out, this in right now, when that go out, everybody else gonna be lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They don't know
are.
what music to make, because they gonna be like, damn, what they want now.
Yeah.
They
Right,
gonna be able to
right,
catch up.
Yeah.
right.
So with
Right.
you saying that, so how do you feel about the music, how the music is right now, as far as like, you know, most of the music right now is on some like drill type music. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that right now?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I like the music certain people that make that drill type of music make.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it ain't like, I can do it, but it ain't always me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I feel like I know my lane versus everybody else's, and I respect that lane, but
Right.
everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
So it's like a little trend.
Right,
but
right. So that's something you feel that probably gonna fade out.
Yeah, definitely.
So you work hard on building classics. You want somebody to bang what you made in 2022 in 2030. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could drop something today from probably like 2019, and you would probably think I made it yesterday.
And it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And see, that's what make you, like you said, that's what make you different. That's what make you the artist that you are, because you know what I'm saying. Like you just stated, a lot of people gonna do what's going on right now, and when that's over with, that's just like when Pac went to jail. When Tupac went to jail, everybody's like Pac gonna fall off. You know what I'm saying? Because they say the music changed. But I mean, when you're an artist, regardless to what it is, it's gonna always bang, because whenever you put your feelings into
Yeah.
it,
You
you
stay
ain't
true.
doing something
Organic.
right.
You stay true to yourself and what you do. You know, you're gonna always make good music.
And
You know what I mean?
Just like y'all was saying, Pac was in the game for a minute before he really, you know what I'm saying, did his thing. Like people don't know that Pac was he was a backup. What was he, backup dancer or something? Or
Yeah,
backup,
for Digital Underground.
It's underground.
People don't know that.
No,
Yeah,
no,
people
They
no.
just
don't
think
know
he
that.
was always gangster.
No, Pac used to be a backup dancer for
on.
Digital Underground.
Come
you know
on,
what I'm saying? Doing the Humpty and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We all come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's about how hard
Sure.
you want it and how hard you work for it.
right. I mean, you can't. When you find yourself, a lot of people, artists. I don't care what they do. You still have some actors, some actresses. They still out there trying to find themselves. Because for one, they doing movies that people want them to do. But once they growth, then they can select the movies. Because a lot of people just chase that bag.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
They doing whatever they can do to get that money.
Yeah,
Right.
when you get to a certain level, you could pick and choose what roles you want to play, what music you want to do, and everything like that. Excuse me. So yeah, man, I know this is probably like a touching subject right now. You know what I'm saying? But I know, I've been knowing you, so I know what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? So I know you lost your brother at a young age. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, cause it played a big part in my life. I played football back in the day. Like I was real into football.
Okay.
And that's something that all my brothers always supported me in, like, no matter what. So, I was still making music, but it was like football was my everything. And I had a plan to go to my brother's school, Ben Davis.
Okay.
I was gonna go there, and my brother, he had played for Ben Davis, so he knew the coach. He was in good with him, you know what I'm saying? And I was gonna go there for my freshman year, but my brother ended up passing my 8th grade year. And I hadn't met the coach yet. Like he was telling me that, you know what I'm saying, he was gonna give me the word, you know what I'm saying, and I was gonna be able to practice in the summer. He was gonna get it together, but my brother ended up passing, and I let football go. I love football to death, but I let it go.
You let it go.
So it was your decision based upon your brother passing away, or you just didn't have that passion no more?
It was like that was a disturbance to my heart. Like, the pain, like, I don't know, man, it was just messed up. Like, I was messed up, my whole family, everybody around me was just messed up.
Yeah, man.
And I ain't come to school for a minute. Like, everybody was like, damn, where you been at? I hadn't talked to nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that music, that's what brought me together sometimes, believe it or not.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
Man, the feeling, the power in music is crazy.
Yeah. Take a lot of that pain. You can put that pain into that music.
Man, listen, I was putting the headphones on, listening to certain music, and it was just making me feel certain types of ways, and then I would go and write. And the way, what I'm writing is just like, I'm on point with how I'm feeling. Right. And it's really making me, after I record it, I sit back, listen, and I'm like, damn, this making me feel the same way that, you know what I'm saying, whoever I was just listening to was just making me feel. That's why I started really touching other people with how they feel about that same situation.
I know because it's a guy work with me just Saturday. He buried a friend of his that committed suicide. He killed himself. And I mean, this guy was like 38, 39 or something years. I mean, owned his own truck and everything, was on the road, and he killed himself in the truck. And the thing about it is, so I told him, I said, man, when you talk about suicide, I said, a lot of people, and I'm going to tell you why. I said, Scarface is one of my favorite artists. Yeah. And I told him, man, just go and listen to Suicide Note.
Yeah.
On Scarface.
For sure.
And I played it for him. We was on the job, and he was just sitting there, and he had to grab it, get a grasp of himself because he had started crying like, man, I ain't know Face was doing it like that. Oh, yeah. I said, that's the reason why he's one of my favorite artists, like you. Yeah. You take your music and the things that you go through in life, and you can write it, and I mean, you can make a banger out of it. Yeah. Because the best, like we just said, the best feeling, the best music come off emotions. Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I listen to. I listen to a lot of it, but when I can feel your pain and I know what you're putting into your music, that's what make me love you as an artist. You see what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you just said pain. Like, I love pain music, but also, like, the youth, really not even just the youth, everybody, they get tied into pain music. And pain music is powerful.
Yeah, it is.
People kill themselves.
They do.
Pain. They be ready to end it all.
You got to kind of watch what you put out there in the atmosphere, too. Like, when you speaking on that type of music, like, you got to watch what you say, because some people take it literally. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they might want to take it there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you could put your pain out there, but you don't want to try to steer nobody in no
in the wrong way.
weird
Yeah.
direction, you know.
I've been more so trying to make like happy music, like
Yeah.
not even so much a happy, but just like turned up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like hype. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
what-
Good energy.
And that's why I feel the music needs to get back to. It's good party music. You know what I'm saying? People don't make music for females no more.
They don't.
You know what I mean?
They
Them
don't.
the main people that buy tickets.
Yeah.
And
That's
see, that's another. We talked about that
Yeah.
the other day.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Pac said.
yeah, that's who gonna whatever if you writing for the females, the dudes is gonna follow what the females like. You know
Most
what I'm
definitely.
saying?
Most
So,
definitely, they gonna follow.
Yeah.
Your girl say, "Hey, I'm going to Dak's concert." Her boyfriend gonna have to come.
Yeah.
'Cause he gonna be just. Oh, I'm going too.
right.
Because
you
you know
in-
what you rapping about.
Right.
You ain't just on that shoot 'em up, kill, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got substance in your music.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been telling you that for years. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just out here rapping. You got your songs got meaning to them. You know what I'm
I be
saying?
having a little soul in there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And see, that gonna take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? Just like Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Biggie, Juicy was one of his all-time greatest hits.
For sure.
That's because he got both. I mean, he got the old and the new because he remixed it with an old song, and I mean, and then the way he made it it's like a party anthem. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, Biggie been gone how long? And you still can go in the club and they can bang it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You play that Juicy in the club, boy, it's going down.
I'm jamming to it.
So,
Right.
who's some of your favorite artists? You know, from the past and up to now. Like who you listening to?
I say my favorite artist right now is Jack Harlow.
I like Jack Harlow.
He like,
Hey, and then people sleeping on Harlow, man, but he's
Yeah.
cold, man.
yeah,
he's
he's raw. Actually, it's just like his behind the scenes story, like his life story.
Yeah.
Like the way he came up, I found that like you know what I'm saying hard. Like people was doubting him, you know what I'm saying. Some people was hearing him, some people wasn't. But that's how it is when you're an artist out here. You know?
Yeah. He from Louisville, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I know you just did a song with ESTG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they both from Louisville. Now they getting Louisville on the map. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Doing their thing. That's how you supposed to do it. I don't feel like nobody come together from here.
Man, you know, that's the problem. It's like everybody in competition. It's like if you go to Atlanta, I mean, it's different artists down there that don't get along, but the majority of them artists down there, they get along and they do stuff with each other. Some
That's
of them
love.
don't even charge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They'll send a track over there, put a verse on, and send it back.
Show
Free of
love.
charge. You know what I'm saying? Just on love. And that's what I think Indianapolis need to get to, man. And that's the whole thing of this podcast is to try to shine light on Indianapolis artists, entrepreneurs, business owners, and everything. You know what I'm saying? Try to shine some light on the city, man, because
We
there's
need
so
that.
much talent.
We need
You know what I'm
that.
saying? So much talent here, and we get looked over. But we
Yeah.
do got
Yeah, we do.
got a few people in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? I know you heard about the what's it, Wicked Money Family?
My boy Don. Shout out my boy Don.
Shout out.
Yeah. So yeah, you know they putting the city on the map. You know what I'm saying? They got who's that? Marco signed with them. You know, you just gotta keep doing your music, man, and try to do some networking. I know you out there. Where you at now? You out in Georgia, right?
Yep.
Okay, man. We appreciate you stopping by here too,
Stopping
man.
by
You know
here.
what I'm saying? While you in the city, so
It's all love.
you
It's
know,
all love.
yeah,
I
Yeah,
appreciate y'all
Georgia.
for sharing this time and space with me.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Georgia, Alabama. I mean, you all, and you was just telling
right
us
there.
before we went on, you doing something across seas.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Tell us about
Yeah,
that.
tell us about that.
My boy, he actually in Europe. Well, he from Europe, but he just moved to Romania. His name Rakite. He a producer, but he make majority of my beats now. Like that's my main producer. And we just been rapping back and forth, and he been telling me like he want to come here, but he about to go to the he trying to see if he have to go to the army or not
Yeah.
because they at war right now.
So what they trying to draft them or something?
Yeah.
So, see, we
got that letter.
need to listen, y'all. This war and all of that, man, y'all need to cut that out. I mean, you taking away. I mean, you taking the chance away. I mean, you taking away artists. You taking away family members and all of that. When y'all talking about war, eventually somebody gonna die. Yeah. And that's what we need to come together. I mean, the whole world do, man. It's too much going on.
It's too much wars right here in the streets.
In the streets.
Know what I'm saying? So, like, everybody need to, man, just cut it out and try to come together, man, especially here in the city, man. Yeah. Like, we got a lot of talent in Indianapolis, man, and throughout Indiana. You know what I'm saying? I done heard some guys out of South Bend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's cold.
For
you
real?
know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, you know, Indiana as a whole has a lot of talent. You know what I'm saying? R&B, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of CEOs running around. You know what I'm saying? They just, everybody, we just not getting the breaks. You know what I'm saying? Because we not right there where the major labels and all that stuff is.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, everybody don't start like that.
Yeah.
That's what people gotta realize. I was just with a dude out there in Georgia. I was in a new studio and this dude was showing me his music. Man, he had probably like 600 and some views, and he was like, "Man, I only got 600 and some views." And I was like, he saw my views on my videos and stuff while I was showing him my music, and I'm like, bro, don't be discouraged, bro. I'm like, some people can't get 100 views.
Yeah, it take time.
It's a process.
Yeah, you
like, bro.
People don't know you off top. You got to build yourself up.
And I'm telling him, I'm like, you in a private jet. You know what I'm saying? You shooting a video in a private jet. I'm like, niggas can't even do that with more views than you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta think like that. You gotta have that mindset, or else you gonna get lost.
Yeah, that's a fact. For sure.
And I mean, it's the way you said it. I mean, it's a lot of things going on every day. Like, and the thing about it is, it's a lot of jealousy, and that's what we have to get over.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We have to get over that. Just like I was playing the other day, because we had T-Eazy on here.
Yeah.
Right. We had him on here, and I was playing it, you know what I'm saying, at work the other day. And the first thing he said, where he from? And I mean, he was listening to it, bobbing his head and everything. Yeah. Then I said, man, he from right here in the city. He from Nap.
Yeah.
And then first thing come out, he sound like,
yeah. But he wasn't saying that before you said who he was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's that, man. Yeah. That's that Naptown mentality,
that's that
man.
Naptown mentality.
You know what I'm saying?
I was just in Memphis 2 days ago, and we was at the club, and they played like 3-4 different locals. But everybody know the local song word for word.
Word for word.
I'm talking everybody on the couch is jumping.
Yeah.
You would think they blew up already. They still in the city.
But that's because they radio stations play their music, man.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? Our radio station, man, I remember going to the radio station with Swole. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get Swole music played on the radio. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't put him in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about money. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to hit their hand, you know what I'm saying, with some money for them to really try to get you popping.
That's another.
They won't break your record, man.
Everybody make everything about money nowadays.
Yeah.
Like them genuine relationships is cut short.
That ain't no more. It's all about the dollar. You can't even go in the club and have the DJ play your music without hitting his hand with some bread.
You got 100.
Yeah.
When I'm in these different cities and states and I want them to play my music in a club or a strip club, I give a DJ $100 every time. I don't even ask what they want. I'm giving you $100.
Don't play this.
Play this twice.
Yeah. But you know, it's I took that Ice Cold song that Swole did, Ice Cold, and my guy JF, shout out to JF the legend.
Yep, JF.
JF broke that song in this city. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew about that song until I gave it to JF. JF played it on a Mickey Ficky mix, and it blew up after that. Wow. Every DJ in the city wanted that song.
Now they playing that song.
They wanted that song. You know what I'm saying? So it only it had to take him to break it off.
And
so it's
and
hard
get everybody
now.
On,
It been hard.
It's been hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all wanted some money.
Yeah, y'all want money. You know what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with Indianapolis, man. The radio stations don't support until you already got a wave going. You know what I'm saying?
They show me more love out of town than in Indiana.
It's always
you
been
from
like
here.
And I can say that.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like Ski was saying, and I said it on another interview we did. We went to Atlanta in 2008, and we went to the Dirty Awards, and we had a demo. I mean, like it was a compilation. Now, One of Demo was a compilation
We
album.
did a compilation album.
Man, we was standing in line in the club trying to get in the club, Club XO, and we had just passed it out about an hour before. When we got in line, was waiting to get in the club, they was already banging it in the club.
Yeah.
Atlanta, man, I mean, they just so fast. I mean, they own it. You see?
When I was down here getting booked, I had like a little time frame where I had just dropped a hard ass song and everybody was on it, and I was getting booked like party for party, event for event, and my boys MOS, shout out to them. Shout out MOS, man. They had got me booked at a club down there, so I came down to Atlanta right after I did a show here. I shot to Atlanta and did a show down there in a big ass club. The club was 3 floors. You could see down on the first floor from every floor.
From every floor. Damn.
It was hard as hell. I'm talking, it was just lit, you know what I'm saying? But just little stuff like that, you can get on in Atlanta super quick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gotta know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Because case in point, my daughter, my stepdaughter, she just moved to the A. She went to the club maybe like 2 weeks ago. Get a DJ her music. He play it out the gate. Turn around, play it again. Give her the mic. Let her perform. Just right there on the spot.
Right there on the spot.
He probably know music.
You know what I'm saying?
That's genuine right there.
Yeah, dude. Gave her the mic, like, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, but we can't do that right here in the city.
Oh, no, it's over.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird to me, man.
Even to get your music played, they try. A DJ told me like $300 to play my music in a strip club, and I'm like, bro, you crazy as hell. I get paid to perform.
Right.
I'm never gonna feel like I got the big head or nothing, but like we get to certain levels. You know what I'm saying? We not going back down. We're only going up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I'm gonna do anything, I'll perform for free. But if it makes enough sense, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to pay you to perform or pay you to play my music for $300.
Yeah.
But see, that's how, especially here. Like me, I'm a comedian. So every time I do a show, they give me tickets to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm cool with that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. But now, when I go to getting 50, 80, 100 people showing up and they want to pay me $5 for each ticket, now they just want to give me a set fee.
Yeah.
Now they want to give me $250, $100, $150
But
to
you packing
do
the house.
show. But I'm packing
But you
the
done
house.
sold all the tickets.
I sold all the tickets.
Yeah.
So
But
you
see,
what I'm
that be a
saying?
lot of that be the promoters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these promoters is like janky promoters. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
So
They-
like
they
that
cheap.
movie Janky Promoters, that shit's real.
No, yeah.
You got motherfuckers out here that ain't got the back end when they book somebody.
When it's ready
You know
for
what I'm
the
saying?
time.
They trying to get the back end, hoping people show up. You know what I'm saying? You book somebody, you already got the bread. You know what I'm saying? Don't book nobody and you can't pay.
Cause I put a comedy show on. In fact, I did too. Everybody was coming through my Facebook page from my hometown in Mississippi saying when I'm gonna come back and do a show. All right, I did that. I put on the show. I performed it myself, but then I brought other comedians from. I brought another comedian from here. I got one out of Atlanta and everything. I had to pay them people up front. I had to pay them up front. I had to pay for the venue. I had to pay for the DJ.
Because they
I had to
traveling.
pay, because they traveling. I had to pay them people up front. Needless to say, I was selling the tickets for $10 a ticket. You see what I'm saying? I didn't even make my money back. I didn't even make the money back that I paid for the venue. But I had over 1,000 people asking me when I was gonna come home and do a show.
Yeah, but
That's
see,
the
that's the risk you take.
That's the risk
That's
we
the
take.
risk you take.
That's
Yeah.
that risk in
But
business.
that's where your promotion come in and marketing and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what got to be thorough. So you really got to do your due diligence and on everything before you do it. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta know what you capable of selling.
Yeah.
You gotta know.
You got to know
what
if
I'm
that
saying?
crowd gonna show up.
Yeah.
You can't just bring somebody just because they a rapper or
Right.
a comedian. You gotta make sure people gonna come see this person. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So
If
like,
not-
sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You know what I'm saying? But that come with it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you trying to be a promoter and stuff.
It teach you the game.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was just trying to bring some to my hometown. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, just to be honest, now, if I had brought a blues concert there, that motherfucker have been sold out. Motherfuckers have been jumping out of helicopters trying to land in that motherfucker. You feel me?
But they wanted you to come, but then they don't show up.
They don't show up.
They talking, they just talking.
I mean, if I had a blues concert, them motherfuckers would have had to get a shuttle bus to get to the event where that motherfucker was at. Because that's what they own down there. You see what I'm saying?
So I ain't cutting you off, man, but I was gonna ask you what you think, like, how you feel about the older rappers from back in the day, and like how, like, you know, like a lot of the young rappers that's coming out now, it's like the older generation and the new rappers and stuff right now, they got kind of a divide. You know what I'm saying? It's like the young rappers is mad at the older rappers, and the older rappers is not liking the new rappers and all that.
It's just that what people got to understand is, like, nobody's going to understand. Like, the older generation, they might understand the young generation. They might have been there before, but they got to understand that they not the younger generation no more. You know what I'm saying? Times is different. Right. Things change.
Right, exactly.
So if you don't understand where the youth coming from, then you never gonna get it. Like my big brother, he listened to all the OGs.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to a lot of younger artists, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I play my music, all your rappers sound like Lil Uzi. I might be listening to Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like this, but all your rappers sound like Lil Uzi. But then he plays some, no disrespect, but he played some Yo Gotti, or he played some Young Jeezy, and I'd be like, okay, well, I'm not feeling that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Young Jeezy is somebody probably my daddy was playing that my brother got it from. But that's that wasn't my era.
That's not your era.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna want to listen to that. He's not gonna want to listen to what I'm playing.
Yeah, and that's what they need to. You know, the older guys need to realize that, you know, it's a whole different time now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when in my era is Scarface. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube. You know what I'm saying? Too Short, all them. But you know, before that, it was older rappers than them. You know what I'm saying?
And
you got Grandmaster Flash and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which I was into because I was a hip hop head. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the rappers that came under them might have looked at them like, man, that shit wasn't on nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's different times. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is that the world is afraid of change.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They're afraid of change. And the older cats, they don't want to move aside and let the new cats come through. That's just like anything else in life. You know your time's up. You see what I'm saying? Your time's up.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta get out the way.
Respect that.
You got to respect that.
You gotta respect that.
You gotta get out the way. And if you do anything, man, you got to guide the youngsters. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be a crutch for them when they need you. You know what I'm saying? You give them game. You know what I'm saying? You got to really pretty much get out their way and let them do their thing, because your time is past. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like me. You know what I'm saying? As much as I love music, and I could rap like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to get out here and be rapping. You know what I'm saying? My time is gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of I'm gonna put you out here. I'm gonna grab the youngsters. Right. I'm gonna put money behind them, and I'm gonna let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So like all the older cats just need to kind of, I ain't saying get out the way, because I mean, if you still got motion and you still booking shows and you still getting money, shit, why stop? But you know, if you just hating because a young nigga getting money and you not got no motion no more, then like you just hating. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's how a lot of people, they damn near do me like that here. Like a lot of the older people or people that still rap now, they feel like the young people like me, they feel like we taking over, and they don't like that because we still the light. Like people my age right now and younger than me, they got the light right now. Like
as they should.
My nigga Lil Mar right now, he got he just did like 8 million on YouTube.
Wow.
He just touched his 8th
What's
million.
His name?
His name YSM Mar.
I have to check him out.
He hard.
Yeah.
We got some music coming out together, but like he really. But this is some like his real valid views, and I can vouch. I know a lot of artists that they be having fake views, and they be paying for views. You know what I'm saying on their YouTubes. This nigga got his real organic views, and he watched this shit go up every day. He was showing me. He was like, bro, I come from here, and now look at me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm clapping him up like, nigga, keep on going. You feel me?
Just like what's the cat name? Mark Battles.
Yep.
Yeah, Mark Battles from here, man. You know what I'm saying? He be rapping too. You know what I'm saying? But like people here don't really fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? It's
He don't fuck with here though.
Yeah, but I think he does because I actually listened to his CD and he shouting Nap out all through the CD. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know about him really. So when I found out he was from here, I went and listened to his music. He shouting Indianapolis out for real. But it's just like people here is like they don't want to hear different type of music. If it ain't no street shit or no gutter shit, they don't want to hear that shit here. You know what I'm saying? They don't take their mind nowhere else. Like that's why there's so much killing and shit around here. You know what I'm saying? And you know I love rap music. Yeah. But some of this music is putting it in the atmosphere.
It's hypnotizing.
Yeah, man.
It is.
It definitely is.
This is what like some dudes feel like NBA YoungBoy. Like I like NBA YoungBoy. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But like at the same time, this is what's making them little dudes feel like they him. You know what I'm saying? Like make little dudes that ain't even stepped off the porch feel like they need to be in the field. Like that is not like I look at some people that used to be around me and they so influenced by NBA YoungBoy and I be like,
right.
bro, you're not even like that.
Man, music is real.
Like it's powerful.
Yeah, it's it will influence you.
That's negative though. Like it's hype, but it's negative.
It's negative, but it's an influence. It's just like like we was growing up listening to E40, Scarface, and all them. You know, E40 and Scarface and all them, they was talking about selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Getting money. You know what I'm saying? So every nigga back in that era was getting money.
Selling.
But niggas was catching cases.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the drug laws was bad back then. Catch a case back then with a brick or something. Niggas just now coming home now.
Just now coming home.
From that. You feel me? But that was the influence, was the music. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was getting money in the street, but the music influenced it more.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
Now the trend is to kill
C-ball,
niggas.
when I'm standing in the kitchen, palms itching, while a nigga cook about a quarter chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You feel me? So
the real
niggas
nigga
is like,
motivation.
they singing that while they in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? I've been through it. That was my era. I lived through it. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, it's an influence. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing that's going on right now with this music. Now, if you out here talking about killing up everything, it's an influence. You know what I'm saying? Some people are smart enough to know that's just music, but some ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Not like Too Short. Too Short rap for 35 years.
Yeah.
He talked about the women, but he ain't killed nobody in 35 years.
Right.
Nobody. Right. I don't care what song you listen to, Short ain't never killed nobody. Never. Ain't never talked about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't have rappers like that.
I'm a firm believer. Like, I used to not really care what type of music I made. Now I'm a firm believer in what you put out there come back to haunt you. You know what I'm saying? What goes around comes around. And like what I be rapping about now, that's why I said I like good energy, like hype music. Cause when I make negative hype music, I know it's gonna come back around. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, elevate. I'm trying to get away from that. It's not so much as trying to change, but it is changing in real life. You know what I'm saying? When you change in real life, you start to rap about other things. I start seeing other things. I start going different places. Now I want to grow. I want to rap about this type of stuff that I'm seeing and doing. Cause the shit that I'm doing, the shit that people not seeing and doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody here. When I come back here, I do feel like everybody in Indianapolis sound the same. It's just me. But it's certain people who stand out, you know what I'm saying, who like to do their own thing. Yeah. And I respect them with the most respect.
And then see, you got to realize like what you doing now, like you said, you could drop something now in 2022 that could be gangster or hard or whatever the case may be. It could be 2028. You could be somewhere in London or what I'm just saying, or Detroit, whatever, doing the show. And if you did something negative or some gangster or something talking about killing or whatever in 2022, somebody in Detroit gonna try you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what you're saying about what goes around comes around.
Yeah, they want
What
to
you
test
put
your
up,
gangster.
They want to test your
wanna know.
gangster.
They want to know if you really about what you talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Cause people think out here is like people think Indianapolis is like a serious place where everybody gang bang and do the most. But
They
like
do.
nowadays, I stay in the South, and the South is way like worse. You know what I'm saying? As far as gangs, you know what I'm saying? People banging is way worse. And I feel like if people from where I'm from come down there or any different place where it's real like heavier gang banging, they'll understand a little more. Like people gonna check your temperature for real.
Yeah.
If you go to Cali, say for example,
you can't go out to Cali with that.
come on,
Like
because they gonna check, they gonna try you, they gonna see what you trying to do.
yeah. You know the problem with Indianapolis is it's no structure here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's self-governing.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
We was just talking about that.
Everybody's doing their own thing. You don't have pretty much no leadership out here. So everybody just doing their own thing.
Doing their
You
own
know what I'm
thing.
saying? They could be banging or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, like ain't no Crips of Bloods or nothing like that here. It's vice lords and disciples and neighborhood gangs. You know what I'm saying around here. So, but there's no structure in them gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like in Chicago, you go to Chicago, them vice lords and them folks out there, they structured. You know what I'm saying? They got their stuff lined out. You know what I'm saying? But here it's not like that. Everybody's doing what they want to do, and they don't give a fuck who say something about it. Ain't no
Cause ain't
chiefs.
nobody gonna check them.
You know what I'm
ain't
saying?
nobody gonna.
Ain't no structure.
Man. I see what that means.
Here you go get a job, you save a couple checks, you know somebody that's in the street, you go to him, you get you some, now you out there, now you hustling.
Yeah.
See, you can't do that in Cali.
No,
you can't do that in Chi.
No, you can't do that.
You can't
It's
do
ter-
that.
it's
If you in this
territorial.
neighborhood, you getting your dope from a certain motherfucker.
Certain
Yeah,
motherfucker.
it's
You
If
can't
you
go
go
outside.
outside this circle, then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's no structure, man. That's the problem, man. It's everybody's doing what they want to do. Is self-governing here. So nobody's checking nobody, and if you try to check somebody, niggas will get at you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's just how Indianapolis is, man. It ain't gonna change, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm glad you on a different path. I'm glad you see things as far as the music and everything else on a different perspective. And normally you gonna be the one that's gonna shine. Like they said, you know, people and I love Nap. I do. I mean, they showed me a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, different than where I come from. But the thing about it is everybody is like we were saying, I'm not saying everybody's negative. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But like you said, half of them is rapping for the city.
Yeah.
Like I said, you make time.
You gotta
this
rap
music.
for the world.
You gotta
man.
rap for the world, man. Just like, okay, who know 42nd to Post Road? When you go to Chicago, Indianapolis, when you go to
Indianapolis.
Chicago, Detroit, everywhere, you might bump into somebody that say, "Oh yeah, my cousin there from Nap, they
Yeah,
from 42nd to Post Road." So when you make your music, you don't want to make your music for the city.
No, you make
You
worldwide
You
music.
got to make worldwide music. That's
And
the
you know
music
what?
that's gonna sell.
A guy told me that like 30 years ago. Me and my partner G, we rapping, and all we talking about is neighborhood shit.
Half of us don't travel.
Yeah. So he pulled me to the side and pulled us to the side and was like, "Look, man, y'all need to make music for the world." This was 30 years ago. He was an OG though, when he been in the music, and he was telling us, "Hey, man, y'all need to make music for the world. Don't just keep rapping about y'all neighborhood and this and that and that and this." You know what I'm saying? So that stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I started making real songs. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you need to go with it, man. Like, keep doing what you doing.
Even industry level, like once you get to them industry rooms, they want to hear what's gonna sell. They don't care about. just cause you pop in your city don't mean nothing.
Right.
Cause they're what's gonna boost you to be what they want you to be.
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
about
get
the
them
world.
streams. They looking at numbers.
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
all
even give
care
a fuck about.
That's the money.
They
right
don't
there.
care about. They looking at what you doing, how many views you getting on YouTube, and going on your Apple Music and all
Your
that,
streams.
and seeing what your streams is.
Yep.
They gonna base your deal off of that. They not gonna base your deal off, oh, I'm popular.
Yeah.
They gonna see who's listening to your shit.
And then, and also they don't want everybody make that drill type of music. And artists is dying these days.
Yeah.
Because of making that type of music,
Making that
they
music.
putting themselves into that
Exactly.
situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they don't want to invest their money into some. I mean,
Yeah.
you
You just
do.
was talking about that.
Yeah,
It's a liability.
yeah. They
not
don't want
gonna
to
invest
invest.
in
They
it.
not about to put no money, no real money behind you, and you just about to go out there, fuck it up and die.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So that's the thing, man. It's like you got to try to make timeless music, and you know, I ain't nothing wrong with you know, some gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? But your whole tape can't be that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not trying to, your goal is to get on that radio.
Facts.
That's where that money gonna come from,
You need to make radio music.
bro.
Exactly.
Once you get that, when you get in that rotation in Indianapolis, Chicago, California, Kentucky, when they playing your shit everywhere, that's when that bread come in.
This is where I knew I knew I was on something different. I got a song coming with a dude that's from Europe.
Okay.
And I don't know one word of what he said on the song.
Right.
But I had to look it up and I had to type his lyrics out to get a translation.
Right.
And so I got a vibe for the song and I know what I'm kind of going, you know what I'm saying, put down on the verse, on my verse. But it was just so crazy because I was catching a vibe. Stop him. I was catching a vibe, but at first I didn't even know what he was saying. So it was like, all right, I'm bumping this song, but I don't even know what this dude's saying, but I'm feeling it.
Right.
And then once I put the words together of what he was saying, I'm like, oh, I got this. Bodied it. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when I put that together on there, they like how people talk in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So
They do.
once I sent
They
that
do.
back to him and he got a feature with me, now I just helped his fan base grow and he just helped mine grow.
Right.
Exactly.
And see,
exactly.
your fan base is in a whole nother atmosphere now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you,
But see, that's what
they
you
probably
want.
playing you right now.
Right
somewhere
now.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Waiting on you, look up. They be trying to give you 100, 200 bands to come over there
You
and
know what I'm
perform.
saying?
Just
Yeah.
at least they had the money.
Because, man, I'm going to tell you, like, the first CD I put out, that Survival Tactics, man, when I put that out, man, it was people from China buying that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And this was when we was having hard copies, you know, on CDs and, you know, tapes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going on CD Baby, looking at my sales, China, Japan, you know what I'm saying? Like they buying over there, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. You get on that international level and you get on that radio and get in rotation, man, that's when you become a superstar.
Also investing in yourself.
Yeah.
Some people
Definitely gotta do that.
people be cheap on investing in themselves and they don't understand
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Right.
you don't gotta look like you got it all the time.
No, you
You
don't.
don't gotta flex like you have it and you don't.
Yeah.
You just gotta be organic and be you.
You don't even gotta flex at all.
You don't because
know-
you don't start off by blowing up.
Right.
It's a process.
Yeah.
Eventually you'll get there, and when it's authentic, it'll look so much better. I promise.
Yeah.
But when you faking the lifestyle and it's not adding up, that's what takes away from your audience, and that's what makes people stop listening to you.
Because I was looking at something that came across on Facebook where they had J. Cole riding a bike like through Manhattan or somewhere.
No chains,
You see,
no
no
nothing.
chains,
None
no
of that.
nothing.
No nothing.
And
Riding a
I
bike.
love J. Cole, man.
You see what I'm
J.
saying?
Cole,
I fuck with J. Cole
And
hard.
on there they was talking about how much money out of his net worth. And they like, and look at this man riding a bike, no jewelry, no nothing.
But see, that's a
still
simple
riding
mind.
through the city.
That's simple
You see what
mind
I'm saying?
people.
Yeah.
That's simple mind.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all know what a man got bread, but that don't mean he gotta be dressing. See, that's what the problem is. Everybody think for you to be successful or look successful, you gotta wear Louis Vuitton,
You gotta wear designer.
Gucci. any type of designer. The
Versace,
richest motherfuckers
Prada.
in this world, man, is wearing Walmart clothes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Skechers.
They not out here in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it ain't nothing wrong with it. I ain't knocking nobody that do it. But I'm saying that ain't what you gotta do to make yourself look like you successful. You know what I'm saying?
And because I was looking at something else, like I said, came across my Facebook page where they were talking about Jay-Z. They say the more money he make, the more he look like he don't have money.
Yeah, because
see what
at
I'm
some
saying?
point in time, bro,
It's
it
irrelevant.
don't mean, that shit don't mean nothing to you.
Don't mean nothing.
Them niggas is investing in other shit. Like that shit ain't gonna have no value after 2 days. You know what I'm
After 2
saying?
days.
Once you wear it,
After you put it on.
you can't wear it and take a picture in it.
Right.
Because once you take a picture in it, a nigga gonna say, oh, he got that same shit
that
on he
same
had
shirt
in that
on.
picture.
My
You know what I'm
point
saying?
exactly.
It's because it's about the game is about who lasts the longest.
Yeah.
It's not so much about who's shining or who got it right now or who's in now, the trend.
Right.
It's about who lasts the longest. When your name, you only got a time span of 5 to 7 years when you become an artist. And you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
and when you
Yeah.
shine, you have a time
Yeah.
span of 5 to 7
Yeah,
years.
and it's gonna be over if you're not one of them artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not a J. Cole or a Jay-Z or somebody that could just come out when they want to. You know what I'm saying? If you're not that, then you got to make the best out of what you got coming in when you hot. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You got to make the
right.
proper investments and all that, man.
I feel like that's why half the rappers go broke.
Yeah.
It
Because
is.
they
They
sign
tryna
a
keep
deal.
up.
They sign a deal when they hot. They can't make no more hot songs.
Yeah.
And now they done spent all
Yeah.
that money trying
Yeah.
to look like they
Tryna
got
look
it,
like
and
something.
they don't got it.
You
like
know what I'm
that.
saying?
They don't
That-
have it.
You got to secure your bag and your future first. You know what I'm saying? And so
about-
that's why I'm saying, like, I done seen your growth. You know what I'm saying? Because from, you know, you was a little wild motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You and my son, man, hey. And man, hey, and then here's another thing, man. We want to say RIP to Dio, man. You know what I'm saying? That's another one of my son and Dax's friends, you know what I'm saying, that passed away. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I see your growth, you know what I'm saying? And I'm real proud of you, man.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate you,
saying?
man.
You know, you like a son to me, so
Facts.
you know, I've known you since you probably been in like the 7th grade. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Y'all was some little bad motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
yeah, man. So I see your growth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's where your richness. That's where your richness come in. At your mindset.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what I try to tell people. They go out here try to wear all these designers and all of that. Don't nobody care for that. You see what I'm saying? Then like once you make it, you know, like they pay Jay-Z and Beyonce now to wear they brand.
Oh yeah.
You
for
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
If
when
they
you
put
get-
it on, shit, you know they gonna buy it.
You know they
what I'm
gon'- you know what I'm saying? Just
They
'cause they
walking
got-
billboard.
Oh man, Jay-Z had that one who, you know what I'm saying, man, I'm gonna get me one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now they using these people ass to be a billboard
Yeah,
for
but
them.
that's Puffy. You know they said he stunned on Baby. You know what I'm saying? Said all them had on Rolex watches.
Mm-hmm.
Puffy came in and said, "I got my one watch is worth more than all y'all watches."
Made everybody feel dumb.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that made Baby be like, well, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's when he became the #1 stunner. He like, motherfucker won't never stun on me like that again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man, but that watch Puffy got is worth more than what he paid for it right now. See, watches
Yeah.
are good investments because they don't depreciate. You know what I'm saying?
I know that.
They don't depreciate. They gain money. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So-
the reason why they call them a timepiece.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah, that's-
because they tell time.
Yeah.
But because of the value of it.
Why you think
see what I'm
Floyd?
saying?
Why you
Yeah.
think Floyd Mayweather got all them watches? Them is nothing
be
but
cashing up.
He wearing them, but they investments. You know what I'm saying? That's something that
That's smart.
he'll always have. That's worth something that he could leave to his kids. Anything. You know what I'm saying?
When I see him
Yeah.
every time, he's spending some money.
Yeah, but
Gotta-
And
you
then
know,
just
some of it
imagine-
be dumb shit, but like he's making good investments. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
He's
He
making
is.
good investments.
And then the value go up when they say this was Floyd Mayweather watch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That right there is
You know
fast.
that.
It's,
Yeah.
That make the value go up even
Then
more.
they show a
That-
picture of him
that-
wearing it at an event or something.
That doubled the
That's the
work
same
right there.
watch. That's the same watch. You know what I'm
Money,
saying?
man.
That doubled the work.
So man, tell us what you got coming out.
I got a mixtape coming out. It's called In My Element.
Yeah, you told us that at the beginning for sure.
It's actually gonna show you. It's just gonna show you my growth.
Right.
Like
Okay.
it's not gonna sound like my last tape. You know what I'm saying? You might not even think it's me.
Wow.
Like on some of the songs, you really might not even. You probably didn't even know I could take it there. Right. But I took it there on this one.
Okay.
I'm definitely
Okay.
looking forward to hearing it, man.
And then see the way you talking, like you confident about it.
Oh yeah.
That's what that right there make it a banger.
He always been
itself.
confident though. Yeah. He
Yeah.
used to be on my ass. Man, put me in the stew, man. Put me in the stew. That's like, man, y'all niggas ain't really rapping. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. Like, he always was on my bumper, man. So, yeah. I'm
That's
glad
what's
you're
up.
doing what you love to do, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, man.
You got, like, anything, like any of your social media sites you want to shout out?
Yeah, everybody can go follow me at GRQ_Dex. You can find me on YouTube at GRQ Dex. Anything, just type in GRQ Dex. I'ma pop up. Google anything.
That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. Well, man, we definitely appreciate you sliding down on
Most
us, man.
definitely,
Giving us
most
your time,
definitely.
man. You know what I'm saying? I know you just passing through, man, but we really appreciate you coming through, man. Appreciate you.
It's crazy when you can say you actually learned something from a youngster.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know,
man.
youngsters teach you, man. That's why I say you
Yeah.
can't be that damn goofy to where you won't listen to nobody. Like, just because he a young guy, I ain't supposed to listen to him and he making sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
that's dumb.
I can sit down and talk to him all day, man. I
Yeah.
mean, because his mental thought
Yeah.
is somewhat totally different
Yeah.
from what we used to seeing
Right.
from a young man his age.
For
That's
sure.
the reason why I say, man, hats off to you.
Yep.
I'm gonna follow you. Before I leave here, I'm gonna get on there and follow you, man. I mean, and to the best of my ability, I'm gonna put you out there. Like you said, you already down my way, down in Alabama, Georgia. So I'm gonna get the guys, you know, my people from Mississippi. You know, I'm gonna put them on you, man. Have them listen to you. You know what I'm saying? And I got a couple guys that be bringing artists in the city down there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, most definitely, man. I mean, you putting your best foot forward, and because you came and blessed us, I'd be less of a man if I didn't look out for you. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, most definitely, man. It's all
Sure.
about networking, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
It's all love.
What side of town you from?
I'm from the west side of Indianapolis, 10th Street.
Okay, Howville. What's happening, Howville?
Howville.
Shout out to Howville.
Shout
You know
out
what I'm saying? All right, we out this thing.
We out of here.
Let's talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. We gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. We gon' talk about it.